Well, thank you for watching. The dance and fitness studio is in the South Bronx. Yes, the House of Casimar prides itself on its very affordable programming for the entire family. The LLC was created last spring and in January finally secured a new home. Here to tell us more about this fitness studio, we welcome now how to pronounce your name?
It's Casimar.
Casimar.
Yes, Casimar.
There you go. Good to have Casimar here in the house.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a full year, so I'm super excited to share that.
1 year anniversary.
Yes, 1 year anniversary. Started last April.
Uh-huh.
So that was when the LLC was created, and this past January, we officially have our own studio space. So we're no longer hopping around. We have a home for the house.
That's it. So in the studio space, what goes on?
Exactly what you would imagine. A whole lot of dancing, a whole lot of shaking, a whole lot of confidence. Really what it is that we do is that we are trying to invigorate the community just really to move more. Whenever you think of fitness and dance, you think of, oh my God, I have to do this, or oh, I can't dance, or my body cannot move in that way. And really all we want to do is to inspire any kind of movement. So if you can just move your arms out to the side, if you can move your feet back and forth, you can dance. You can do fitness. It's not a matter of trying to fit a certain mold. It's just about starting it.
And we know that physical activity creates energy, and that does a whole lot of things for different people.
Yeah.
So talk about who comes under your roof in your studio.
So firstly, we have our kids program. That's really what we focus on more so. So we have the dance company, and then it's more so of a fitness component to it. And our kids go from the age of 3 all the way up to 16. And then past that, then they would go into more of the, not the parents class, but like the adults dance program.
Right.
That we also have. So literally anybody can dance as long as you're over the age of 3.
So you can come on in and dance. Now, this has been a passion and a vision for you. I mean, talk about this because this is a journey. You're celebrating a 1 year anniversary,
Yes.
but you're a former teacher.
I am a former teacher. So when I finished college, I just went into the school system, you know, very bright-eyed, and I don't know what I had in mind, but I knew that I just wanted to change the world through education. I had no idea what it is that I wanted to teach. I just knew that I wanted to help mold minds and get them to the next level. But I felt a lot of limitations. And one of those limitations was that, you know, when you're teaching a child or you're teaching at a college, I've done both, you know, you get them for a span of maybe 6 months or maybe 10 months. And then after that, the student is gone. And you don't really get a chance to follow their progress. And I wanted to create some type of program that I can really start the education process and watch them grow. You know, and I didn't want to just teach, you know, a 4th grade and then watch them leave in the 6th grade. You know, I wanted to get a 9-year-old and watch them. I wanted to see the process. I wanted to see the effect that it was that I had on the kids.
And so you leave teaching and then you decide to do this full time.
Yes. So just for like, you know, for extra giggles, I guess, I got a job at a commercial gym. And I started teaching Zumba. And I realized through Zumba that I was still educating, I was still helping people. I was still teaching, it just wasn't in a traditional setting. You know, I didn't have the chalkboard, or I just dated myself. You know, I didn't have the smart board.
Right, there you go. There you go.
I didn't have the smart board. I didn't have the desks, but I was still teaching. But even with the commercial gyms, you know, you're taught that the client is gold for 60 minutes. After the 60 minutes is done, you have to run and go punch out because, you know, we're not paying you to talk to people. And again, my focus is the client. My focus is the student. I care. And yes, I do want to dedicate the time to talk to you because when it comes to fitness, a lot of people are afraid to take that step. They're afraid to do the crunch. They're afraid to eat wheat bread instead of white bread. And really what can help with that is a simple conversation.
Wow. And so you have that conversation, and your goal is really to give back to the community and spending that time and investing. What advice do you give to somebody, you know, who has the fear? Because somebody's out there like, this really sounds like what I want to do, right? But I got a little fear here. So walk somebody through this. Tell them how to get over it and get into it.
So whenever I meet somebody that they tell me that they can't dance, I ask permission and I said, well, can I hold your hand? Immediately, it's like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to touch me? What's going on? But I ask them for that permission just to break the ice because it is physical. But if I show them, hey, you're not alone in this. You know, we can walk back and forth together. We can step side to side together. And really, it's about making sure that they understand that they have the control that they think is not theirs. They think that because, you're telling them to do something, they have to do it. And if they don't do it the right way, that's it, they're a failure. No one in life wakes up to fail. I mean, I don't. So when you do it with them and you show them, and you meet the client or the student where they are, see what it is that they're doing. Do a proper assessment. Where are they? And then from there, you build on that.
And so if people want to find out more about the House of Casimar, what do they do?
So you can always go on my Instagram or my Facebook. The handle is simple. It's the House of Casimar. The spelling is Haus. Yeah, and just go on there. On the website, we have a ton of information that you would be able to find. You would be able to have our registration is open for all of the ages. So our toddler class, our regular kids class from 6 to 16, that's on the weekends. And then we have our teen after school program that will be starting up in the fall.
So talk to us. 1 year later, how do you feel and what are you looking forward to?
I'm super excited just to meet more people. That's been our number one thing, just in trying to get out there and get the marketing done the proper way. I mean, I'm doing this all on my own. I don't have any type of fundings. I don't have anyone saying, oh, here, do this, here, do that. Everything is really just through myself. And I feel like I can do it as long as I meet the people and I get them to see what it is that we're all doing. I'm from the South Bronx. And I wanted to make sure that I serviced my community. I've had plenty of opportunities to travel. I've had people offering me jobs to teach in Manhattan. However, I feel, just being from the Bronx myself, there's so much potential, there's so much room for growth. And I know what it is to want to do something and not have the programs around. And for it to be too expensive. My mom was a single mom of 4 kids, and she pushed all of us through college and she made sure that we was doing things. I want to be able to offer a program to that mom, offer a program to those kids, so that way they know that they have it and it's in their own backyard.
Casimar, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. And congratulations on your anniversary. Of course, you got the information at the bottom of the screen that you can always be able to check them out at the House of Casimar, celebrating 1 year. And thanks so much for coming and being with us.
Yes, and I hope you come and take a dance class.
I got to come and do it. Listen, got to try one. It's never too old to try, right? There you go. All right, well, listen, we come to the end of our show today. I want to thank our guests for joining us, but most of all, I want to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in. Now, if you missed any part of today's show, you can catch the recable cast, and yes, 5 and 10 p.m. on Optimum's Channel 67. If you don't have that, you're on Verizon Files. Of course, we're on Channel 33, or you can watch us anytime on the web at bronxnet.org. Daren Jaime saying take care, God bless, and most of all, keep this channel wide open. Take care.